Today, I'm going to be talking about a couple things. One of them being the situation between me and Phoenix and the whole friend group situation. Now, I have talked about this a bunch of times with my friends, with my other friends, and include my friend group. But honestly, it's time for me to get real. I've been hiding the truth about about things that go on with me for whoever knows how long, and I just feel like I need to get into that. I need to talk about it right now because yes, it's still bugging me. I'll make a whole bunch of episodes related to this topic and just what's been going on. So, just to all begin, before this friend group even happened, so you guys got to understand that before we even became friends, or became before I even met the friend group, I was introduced to Connor, who I met through middle school. This is back when I was in middle school. I was in seventh grade or eighth grade, and we were best friends at the time. At first, we were getting along, and we used to always visit for each other for lunch. And then after moments of us visiting, I then noticed something. Well, not really noticed something about him, but he was talking about other students, and my teacher, Miss Maggie, didn't like that, and the other staff members didn't like that, so they had to keep repeatedly telling him because he wouldn't listen to not talk about other students, and he wouldn't stop. That's literally why, and that's the reason why I've been accused of doing what I do for whatever reason. So yeah, it would always be me and him visiting each other for lunch because I actually knew him. Well, he might have came to me a lot because of the fact that he knew Riley, who no longer goes to school, and Riley is a former student at Yale, who no longer goes there. And why I hardly knew him, but Santino knew him, who I'm going to get into very soon. So Connor, it would just be me and Connor visiting each other for lunch until eventually he told me he had Xbox, and then he asked me like, "Oh, what's your Xbox?" And I gave him my Xbox, and then we started playing Fortnite together when I got home. At the time, it would just be me and him, and then he would talk about I don't even remember the first conversation we even had. Like we were best friends at the time, and we would just play Fortnite. But then the thing is, like when me and him played Fortnite, he would not really be focused on the game. He would be too focused talking about other students that are from Yale. And I sort of played along with it, and I guess I found it funny. But then this same behavior kept repeating over and over. But it's a lot more than just that. He's said a lot of messed up, screwed up like stuff. I can't even remember. It's only been so long ago. But basically, I was very unaware of it at the time. I didn't even know that he was just an asshole. I didn't even know he was known for pissing people off. That was just me at the time. And so like he started talking about all the other students, and not only that, he started saying a lot of inappropriate stuff, like very messed up like inappropriate stuff about the teachers as well. And I'm like, "Okay, I can you stop?" And then I was still friends with him, playing Fortnite with him to this day. And yeah, we would play, and there's also time to like the more we played, he would be the only one to teach me how to play Fortnite and how to get better, because he supposedly told me that he was my Fortnite teacher, and so he tried to help me get better because at the time I wasn't good at Fortnite. I was a complete noob. I wanted to learn how to get better, and he tried to teach me, but he didn't really do a good job at it. So he spent a lot of time going into creative with me. Well, I don't even know if creative was even out back then. I think it was just playground mode. But yeah, we would play in creative. We would mess around. We would play a couple of maps. He had other friends that I didn't even know. So it would just be me and him and playing with his other friends at the time. So I was introduced to his friends, and then they would play Fortnite with us. And then he told me like, "Do you remember Chris?" And then I told him like, "No." And he said, "Well, Chris was one of my friends, well, an online friend. He was a fucking dick." So yeah, it was just that. We would just play Fortnite, and we would play creative, and play solos in a couple matches, and I won. I didn't even know how to play. So then he taught me how to build. I knew nothing about 90s. I knew nothing about water. Nothing that I know now I didn't know of. I was just completely new. And he tried to teach me, and then he told me about Santino and how he was in his homeroom, and I never even met the guy. So then he brought him in the party. I'm pretty sure it was like the next day. I don't even know if it was the same day I met him. But yeah, he brought him in the party. And Santino and Connor were actually, they were best friends at the time too, but then they just stopped being, well, they were kind of on and off being friends, but then Santino got more pissed off because Connor apparently said something about like one of his parents or whatever, or he said something about like, I can't really recall what it was. It was probably something about his parents. But yeah, it would just be all three of us playing. And then came the argument of like Connor wanted to teach me how to play Fortnite, and then Santino also had Fortnite, but he was slightly better than Connor. And so Connor just kept saying a bunch of like screwed up shit, messed up shit. I can't really remember any of this shit that he said. But yeah, I was very uncomfortable. I just didn't I didn't even I still persisted to play with him because he was then telling me that there's someone else in the homeroom. Phoenix was also in his homeroom. Well, they were both all in the same homeroom. So, and I never met him until once me and Connor, Santino played a couple matches. Then Santino brought Phoenix into the party later on, and then we would all play. Then we would all play Fortnite at the time. And then yes, there's been a lot of mishaps, and it was I didn't really know what to think because once we were all playing Fortnite, like yeah, it was just us playing and getting wins and running up trios and squads. And again, Connor would not just be focused on the game; he would be too focused on talking about like talking shit about the other students in Yale, or just saying like just saying a bunch of messed up stuff about the teachers and what have you. And then Santino was like, "Can you shut the fuck up?" And then Connor was, I can't really, again, like so much has happened. I mean, it's a lot to go into. I mean, I don't really remember anything, just that small tiny detail. So yeah, just us playing. And then came to the part where I just had to distance myself from Connor, and then he kept spam inviting me over and over again because it got really annoying. And so me and Santino played a couple matches, and me and Santino played, and he was telling me if Connor gives you any problems, just let me know. And then Santino was telling me that Connor's a fucking asshole. And then yeah, we played. And then yeah, every single time we would play, I would just only want to play with just me and Santino because we were actually best friends too. Like we actually got along. Like we didn't hate each other at all. Like we just had a good time playing. But then Connor just jumped in every single time he had to jump in. And then Santino got pissed off because Connor wouldn't just back the fuck off. So he just kept spam inviting me over and over again. And yeah, I mean, me and Santino would play. We would even go on to playing other games too, like Ark and I can't really remember. I think Roblox we played. Well, we definitely played Ark one time. But it was mostly Fortnite for what I can remember, yeah. And then me and Santino and Phoenix all played. We played other games too from time to time. But yeah, I mean, that was pretty much the whole start of it. And then Phoenix was pretty much there to be a saving grace, just to help me get away from Connor because he was just causing shit, and then he was just too toxic. Not so much he was talking shit about other people, but because he was preventing me from talking to other people, and like he was just basically taking advantage of me. And he got pissed off because I wasn't talking to him, and I was talking to everyone else in 225. So I think if anything, he got jealous because he has no friends, or he did have friends. Like he does have online friends, but I think at the time he didn't have friends at the time. So he just got pissed. Not so much pissed. Well, he did get pissed, but then he would just always he just wanted to always like jump in the party every single time. And yeah, they weren't having it. And so I play with them. I just pretty much just I didn't really have a choice. It's like, would I want him to get pissed off and start breaking down and emotionally crying for whatever reason, or I just play with someone else. And at that point, I didn't even know what to do. And then a lot of drama started happening because yeah, it just they were pissed off because he kept taking me away from everyone else. And so then again, let's just say the reason why I start talking shit to what they think on their level around other people, it's because he did the same thing. And so like he was just not a good influence. He was just not a good friend. And he was known for pissing off a lot of people. And so yet me supposedly I end up playing with him for what I end up playing with him, and then just a lot of stupid shit, and then the whole drama starts coming in. So that's basically it. Again, so much more of the shit happened that it's really hard. It's hard for me to even comprehend it all. I'm only just going into some of the little bit of details. Obviously, yes, this is a lot more deeper than that. I've talked about this countless times. This is from my experience. But yeah, overall, he was just, I mean, turns out not only he was jealous, but he just, he was too attention seeking. That was the problem. And yeah, then he was telling me that Phoenix is a horrible friend and that he's a horrible friend for treating me like this or treating me like shit. Which he even said that he wasn't doing that. Their whole humor and everything is just joking, not joking like at me, but just joking around me, just not at me. Whatever jokes which was going on, it was just Santino and Phoenix at the time. Like whatever jokes they were making, it wasn't at me. It was just around me. And yet, like I was called out for just me trying to take offense to literally everything. And first off, it's not my you can't blame me for shit like that happening. So I mean, I just I didn't feel accepted. Like I thought you guys weren't even letting me in the friend group at all. And then yeah, like Connor ended up getting reported to the school at one point too because he was causing too much problems and he's basically trying to start shit and drama for something stupid. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much that's basically the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot more. Again, that's only the start of what happened. So much more other stuff happened. Because even to this day, even moments after I was in their friend group, like he would still be very fucking annoying. And then the truth be told, I guess the reason why, well, Phoenix didn't think this at the time. He didn't think that I was like Connor. It was when Dominic came into the picture. Because for whatever reason, I guess then he started thinking then, like, when he realized that, oh yeah, I'm just like Connor, but I'm not. I don't I don't act like him for whatever reason. And so yeah, Dominic came in the party. Probably like a year. This was like probably 2019, 2020. I can't remember, dude. So much fucking shit happened. And yeah, that was basically it. And then we all played. And then I can't remember what other I can't. Oh yeah, we played Siege. Well, that's when everything started to change. That's where everything like, cause like I was actually having fun, believe it or not. Like I didn't hate them at first. And I only hated. I only it first it started with Phoenix in the friend group, and then I was supposedly calling Phoenix out for being the fucking bad guy. So, because this whole Connor situation was just getting out of control, and it's hard to escape the cycle for whatever reason. So that was, I guess that's the reason why the whole friend group even fell apart too. Probably all because of my ass. I didn't even do shit. First and foremost, you guys are literally coming at me for whatever reason. If you don't like me, that's fine, but please have respect. And I didn't do anything. What makes you think that I backstabbed y'all? I talk shit. I've used you guys for whatever. Used you guys for money. I what? Like I don't think on your guys' level. Like yeah, I mean I get you guys were trying to help, but you guys weren't even doing that. You guys were just being dicks. Just to say the truth. And yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, Connor didn't really give a shit. He was just all I'm gonna say is that he's known for seeking attention. He's changed now, believe it or not, supposedly, considering now he's a pedophile. And I mean, honestly, I mean the time of me knowing him, I just realize now, like maybe he's not the same person as he was back then. Meaning, like he doesn't always spam invite. He doesn't constantly spam invite like he used to. He doesn't get extremely jealous just because I'm hanging out with other people like he used to. He doesn't say a lot of like over the top shit that pisses people off constantly because he did that. So that's pretty much that. I mean, for that whole situation or whatever. And then yeah, we all played. And honestly, I mean, this whole time I was probably missing the whole point that he was trying to help me. And he never hated me in the beginning. He never really hated me. He actually liked having me in the friend group. At the time, I felt like I wasn't being accepted or I wasn't fitting in, but he let me fit in, supposedly. He gave me the opportunity, and then I just blew it because I kept fucking up for whatever reason. Because I don't know, man. Like I'm not a bad person, and if any of you guys, it doesn't matter if it's a friend group or not. I don't give a fuck on what you guys think about me. If it's nothing good, I don't want to hear it. Simple as that. And then I got accused of betraying, like, quote unquote, betraying the friend group, all because I left. What? Are you kidding me? Because I had reasons. Well, I didn't leave completely. I just been on and off with the friend group. Because to tell you the truth, I mean, like they were just they were just like they were just the friend group thought that I was like Connor or I was Connor or I'm worse, and I'm just the next worst thing on earth. When in reality, like I don't even know what I did. Well, I know what I did, but then again, it's just what was I supposed to do at the time? You know what I mean? So yeah, there was that part. There was, I guess that's the first half of what happened. It's just a bunch of accusations and shit like that. And I never even did anything. I don't even think I did anything wrong. But according to them, I did a lot of things wrong, and I fucked up. So that really doesn't make any sense. Like Loki, it really doesn't. I don't know why they're mad. I don't know why they hate me. I don't know why they're pissed off at me. I never said anything in regards to like Phoenix's family or whatever. Like I don't like I never did anything wrong, first off. And part of that, the reason why they may think that is because I was around the time, like, this was around the time when I was around Edmund. And I met Edmund back in ninth grade. I thought he was a cool dude, but you know what? I was mistaken. So he just not trusted because he does a lot of illegal shit on online on the platform. So he's just not to be trusted at all. But I didn't know that. I was playing with him, and he was known for shit talking people. He said, "Oh, I'm gonna roast you. Oh, this guy, I'm gonna report him because he did this. I'm gonna report him because he sucks at this game or whatever." Because with me being impressionable, because yeah, I am impressionable. I did the same thing, and I fall into the same habits, supposedly. So I mean, that's go to show, like, when I left the friend group, I think what happened was the reason why they knew I was going behind their backs, because clearly, yeah, I did, was because Edmund told Phoenix that I said shit about him, and I said shit about the friend group, despite the fact he does the same thing. So I mean, maybe that's the reason why they think that. Maybe that's the reason why I was called out for it, because Edmund knew and he told Phoenix upright in the party. But yeah, I mean, that's I guess that's explained to why whatever happened happened. But yeah, I mean, and then it just went on to me just completely hating Phoenix for whatever reason, because oh, he's a quote unquote bad friend. He's just a terrible person. Uh, and then he ended up telling me that I made his life a living hell. And I used him for money, made him out to be a racist, because there came times too, like, whenever me and him would play Siege, like, he would always say the N word a lot, and I would constantly tell him that it's racist, and then he would tell me, like, it's not racist. It's not racist because context matters. And so, yeah, then, like, it's not so much it was me and him. It pissed off the friend group too, because they were literally pissed off at me because I was quote unquote worse than Connor, because I was whatever, like, defensive, probably argumentative, uh, contradicting myself, whatever they were thinking. Like, I was just misunderstood. I was just misled. So I just feel like I didn't even belong. I didn't even belong in the friend group. When really, like, they were glad to have me. Like, oh, like, they even said, like, oh, we want Thomas in the friend group. Like, absolutely. I'm like, well, now if you guys are gonna treat me like shit, their whole humor makes no sense. Just their whole humor is really complex. So that's about that. And then yeah, there's a lot of beef between me and Phoenix, and eventually got searched in school. I got searched in school because yeah, I was going through some shit, real shit, and that's I completely lost it all, and I had enough. I got sick and tired. Like, 5 years or 7 years this shit has been going on, and yet, like, I'm at my breaking point. So that's about it. Just for that part, just for the whole Phoenix and me situation, because he got searched in school, I got searched in school, all because I threatened to fucking kill him, and I made death threats basically, and not only that, I wanted to hurt myself. So I don't know how to feel right now. I mean, if I did see him, I'm sure the whole situation mishap is all over with. But of course, there's this whole saying, "Forgive and forget." Clearly, I didn't belong in the friend group. I just knew it this entire time. But they were glad to have me in the friend group. I just didn't feel like I was welcome enough. So there was that. And the next thing, what happened to this goes into my next thing I'm going to be talking about, is when I was prior to this friend group I was in, I needed an escape. And yes, I said I left, and I said I left the friend group, and I kept ghosting them. Then they end up telling me, "Oh, you barely play with us. Or like, oh, you're always hanging out with these people. And like, what? Because then I met Bree. I met I met Bree through a well, I've been accused of wasting money on three games: Battlefield 5, Battlefield 1, and Rainbow Six Siege. And then basically I guess I wasn't really thankful because that's why he said I wasted money on him. And so I just supposedly took Siege, one of the games he gifted me, by the way, and just played it solo, which was very stupid. And I just wasted probably like 1,000 hours literally just sitting there and just playing Siege my merry way. And then I joined a group post, and this is where I met Bree, who she doesn't even talk to me anymore. And I honestly, I'm not really worried. So we would meet through a group post. It's from this guy named Incogfish. And then at the time, like me and her, it was just her and someone else in the party, but she was tired. So then I actually liked her because she was chill. She wasn't like anyone else on Xbox, because everyone on the fucking platform are a bunch of dicks. Like everyone on Xbox is just a fucking asshole. But I liked her. That's why I talked to her, and I wanted to talk to her more because she just seemed like chill and nice, and that's all. I don't feel like I don't really get that many people like that on the fucking platform. So yeah, that's me and her started talking, and then I met her other friends, and then we had a really good conversation too. We were just opening up about what we've been through and basically our lives, and how we feel about certain things. Just a place for us to like all share our thoughts about things, what's going on in our heads. And I guess I wasn't in another friend group. I was in another friend group, but the thing is, this other friend group, well, I don't know if I told you guys, I've I met a 12-year-old on the platform. And I was probably like 15 at the time. But yeah, it was me, her, and her other friends, but they were all younger than me. And that was probably the second online friend group I was in, and I feel like I didn't even belong in there because I was too old for them. But they were actually like pretty cool. Like they were actually nice. Like they weren't like toxic or anything. But still, like I didn't. I need people in my age range. So I wasn't even in a friend group. Well, I was in a friend group, but I just didn't really play with them that much on anything. Only sometimes I would be in another friend group. Which this person I'm talking about is Bongo, by the way. That was her friend group I was in. But I just barely play with them because I knew her because one of Edmund's friends, his name is Timir. So he told me about her and that he knew her because she knew him. And then I met her other friends and we played, and then yeah, that's how it all went down. What else? Oh yeah, back to what I was talking about. So yeah, me and Bree we would play. I don't know if we would play anything really. Like we would just talk and keep talking, and then eventually at some point, I remember the first game we played. Oh my god, like there's probably a lot of games, or probably like maybe a few games. My memory's like all jogged up. It's all messed up. But yeah, we would play. We would play like I don't even know what we fucking played. I was definitely on Siege quite a lot, but she was playing other shit. So yeah, we would just talk in the Xbox party and about life and whatever. And like I would talk to her about how like I've been judged in the past and she has too. And I don't really trust a lot of people on the platform. And so I was telling her what was going on, and like I was just really stressed out because of the whole situation. And then yeah, a couple months go by. Me and her would actually I think the first game we played, if I remember correctly, was Warzone. I think we played that together, yeah. Other than that, she would just play her own shit. I would play my own shit. But I would be on Siege most of the time. She would be listening to music and everything, whatever she's playing. Well, actually, she would be playing Siege, but we would just be playing separately. We wouldn't be playing together in a party. So, and she even tells me, she reports to me that when she's playing alone, it helps her focus because she doesn't have to deal with people like talking over the mic and it just throws her off track, which I totally understand. Because honestly, it pisses me off. Like that's how it went down when I was in the friend group. Is that they were pissed off at me because I didn't give call outs because it was supposedly my fault because I wasn't even good. And that's where a lot of fucking problems started. And that's why they supposedly hate me because I just wasn't on their level or whatever. It went from just a fucking video game to just real life to just it doesn't first off, okay, I'm going to be completely honest. It's just a video game. I don't see how you messing up in a video game has to do with real life because it really doesn't. It's stupid shit. All right? Who cares if you lose a match? We were playing casual and yet they were all fucking serious about it. I don't give a shit if I win or lose if I'm playing casual. If anything, if we're playing ranked, then that's a different story. Then you have to give a shit. Because if you don't care and you lose, then you're going to be losing a lot of ELO. And you're going to be losing your MMR, which basically determines how many points you are away from earning the next rank in game. So they were just treating it like we were in some sort of like fucking esports or whatever, or we're not. That's literally the vibe I got when I was playing in their friend group set. Like I used to actually I guess I got along with them before in the past. I don't really know. I guess because I wasn't really thinking a lot. I was just laughing along. Like it was toxic humor, but it was funny. But then all of a sudden I hated them, and now I don't even know why I hate them. And now I'm beginning to forget like more and more as time goes on. Like, you know what? It doesn't even matter at this point. Let's just all be friends and probably try to let's just go back. Let's just try to like run it all back where it all began and start different, start fresh. But yeah, I feel like it was Siege. I think that was pretty much it. And that's why I'm not never fucking playing it because it just ruins friend groups. It causes too much fucking drama, and that's what happened. So, because they were treating the game as if it's ranked, and that I got pissed off or they got mad because I wasn't good, and then I don't know. Yeah, Siege was basically the main peak of everything, and then everything just went to shit. Because then they took it. Then the whole friend group took everything out on me because it's supposedly my fault. And it's not just with Siege; it's with any other game we play too. I would get constantly judged for whatever fucking reason. Not just what we play, also, but the stuff I say, which I don't even think about what I'm saying. I don't listen to myself half the time, or most of the time. Most of the time, I don't even listen to myself because I don't care. But they would literally point, and judge like their critics every single time on what I say. That's why I left. And I was telling her about this, and she understood. And so I felt safe, and I felt like like she was helping me through that situation. And yeah, I just didn't really think about it as much. But then when time went on, I those traits I was inheriting from the friend group, I I then became very argumentative because I still have like I don't know, like I didn't even know what I was thinking. It's just there was something about me that just gets pissed off now because the friend group literally fucked me up. The friend group literally supposedly, well, the friend group I was in was not even like they weren't even welcome, and I was right. They're just they're just a bunch of assholes. If they welcome me in, then they wouldn't be constantly judgmental like they are now. Which I don't even know if they are now. Everyone's probably changed, so everyone's probably moved on. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much the reason why I did what I did. And then me and Bree would talk a lot, and I would start arguing about dumb shit. Probably because Phoenix did the same thing. So it was literally flashbacks, and I tried to forget about it, and it just mentally it tore me apart. It mentally tore me apart. That whole friend group situation, and I just me being accused and me being like supposedly betraying him, Phoenix or whatever, the friend group or wherever may have you. I just had those thoughts that literally sunk in. That's why I was the way I was acting, and I had a lot of anger too. And then Bree just couldn't take it, and like there's I even heard her cry one like she was crying like mentally crying because I just got so angry to the point where like I she said like you don't even care about me, like you constantly argue over and over and over again. And that was linked to the environment I was in. So yeah, I mean, and then I was acting all really high and mighty because yeah, I got screwed up because of them. So yeah, that's basically how we met. The friendship started because then she understood where I was coming from, and I liked her, and we both sent heart emojis back and forth. I guess because she, I guess we supposedly became best friends. Not like, not like in a relationship, like romantic or anything. That never happened. So yeah, I mean, and I asked Bree, and the person who was in the party, by the way, his gamer tag was Purple Gaming. So I've asked her like what she thought of him, and then she said that she liked me more than him. So, but yeah, I mean, we always stay up late too, like on Xbox parties, just hanging out. We would even have a snooze fest on Xbox many times in the day or many times throughout the week, or I don't even remember when the last time we had a snooze fest, but yeah, like I would literally stay on the Xbox party for 24 hours a day and just stay in the party, and we would just be sleeping and watching YouTube and whatnot. Like I miss those times, man. But at the same time, though, it kind of felt uncomfortable because I was wearing a headset. I didn't like sleeping with the headset on. So I mean, but still, like memories, I miss doing that. But then my sleep schedule got fucked, and she even told me like countless times that her sleep schedule is also fucked too because she would go to bed and wake up at different hours of the day. So yeah, unlike me, I try to go to bed at a reasonable hour. But yeah, and then it just came on to me like questioning her about stuff, and then it came also to the part where eventually I started asking her for her face because I wanted to know what she looked like, and then she didn't want to show it to me because she didn't know she can trust me at the time, and I told her it's fine, you can trust me. Like, why are you afraid of showing your face? And then she just kept saying that she doesn't want to. But then I kept insisting over and over, and I was just being like I was pressurizing her into doing something that she's not comfortable doing. But I didn't give a shit. And yeah, I take full ownership on how I acted. I'm sorry. I should have not I should have not did what I did. So if someone says no to a face reveal, you should accept that. Because to tell you the truth, you got to be very careful where you show your face on. Like especially social media, there's hackers that can literally trace your face and your identity and your identification, and they can literally find out literally every single thing about you. That's literally what can happen. So you gotta be very careful when you show stuff like that, like on the internet. And now thinking about it, I'm very glad she didn't show me at the time because yeah, she even told me that she had trust issues. But then again, I should probably leave that out of this video because it's personal. But yeah, I mean, I just didn't really care. But case in point, yeah, you got to be very careful where you show yourself, especially on Xbox. Like you got to be very careful like showing yourself like anywhere out on the internet cuz you don't know like what information that can reveal. That can probably reveal information about where you live. That could probably reveal information about like your home address. Well, same thing. That could reveal information about like your identity, like your just personal shit. You gotta be very careful. Eventually, she did send me a face reveal, but she had her face. like blurred out or like censored. But then, yeah, as time went on, like I guess it was just a matter of just I needed to be patient until she was comfortable showing me. Because apparently her parents don't really know me that well, and her mom doesn't really know me that well. So she then showed me because we eventually exchanged our Instagrams, and I didn't even know she had Instagram. I didn't even know she was allowed to have social media. And then yeah, I saw her, and she even showed me on Xbox too. Like she showed me like her face, but that came very long later when she was comfortable, of course. So yeah, I mean, I'm glad the friendship started, but then the way it ended though. Honestly, I mean, I don't know if it's already done, but the way it ended was for some stupid bullshit. So yeah, eventually we would play Siege. We played a couple matches at some point. I mean, we would not play for like long periods of time, but like we would play like a couple matches and that's it. So most of the time would be her playing solo queue, and I'll play solo queue. We just play solo individually. So the way it ended was actually when I switched to, well, it wasn't so much the fact that I switched to PC, because even then we were still talking. She just didn't really know I switched to PC because I had to tell her that, oh, you know what? I sold my Xbox and I got a PC. And then she told me, like, why'd you switch to PC? And I told her because I got sick of Xbox. And yeah, we still played. And she met another one of Bongo's friends, which was Avenger, who I actually met playing Apex with him because he had another friend named Octane. So yeah, we would all three play Apex, me, Octane, and Avenger at the time. And we would play Roblox too. But Bree didn't even know Avenger, so I introduced her to him. And then it was pretty cool. Like, all of us just playing games together. Like, we all had a good time. And yeah, like I said, even then we still talked, but just very rarely. I had to distance myself from her because I wasn't in the right state of mind. I needed to check myself mentally because something was up with me, and I just couldn't figure it out. So until I then realized that this friend group I was in, and that's the reason why it was all linked to that, because I was screwed up. So I needed to get myself out of it and maybe even get therapy. Eventually, when I came back and we started talking again, I was less argumentative. I was less defensive. I was less just getting pissed off for really no reason. So I seem to be pretty normal, in a normal state of mind. So that's just me talking about what happened after a couple months. I didn't really talk to her that much. I had to distance myself because I was going through some shit. So we still talked. But then yeah, it would just go into another cycle of me arguing for dumb shit, and then just clashes and disagreements, and then I had to take another couple months off. And then I came back. I was fine. And then the same shit happened again. It wasn't all on her. It was a me thing. I had issues. First off, I had issues. It wasn't all on her. I was I was literally judging for stupid shit like, "Oh, why are you doing this? Oh, why are you doing that? Oh, why are you doing all this?" So, just became a whole cycle on and off our friendship. And I mean, just that's basically it. And then once I switched to PC, we just didn't really. I mean, we talked, but then something hit me because we then got on the Siege because I told her the new season was out, and then we did play. Well, I mean, it was usually me and Avenger and some other guy that I met. So, I mean, one guy I met off of Apex, but I told him to get Siege. We all played, and then we all eventually played. And I told her like, hey, I can use a fifth member, and then she told me like, oh, I can bring my boyfriend in. So she brought her boyfriend in, which she actually had, well, she had two, but like her boyfriend was cool. We were all playing. but then I reacted a certain way because something happened. I don't think I'm gonna disclose it. And then I just kept again, I felt like I was sane, like I felt like I was myself, but at the same time, I just wasn't thinking clearly for whatever reason why I wasn't thinking. I don't know. I guess I was probably tired, exhausted, or just I probably came home from a long day of work or whatever the reason may have you. And I just started laughing uncontrollably. So I don't know if I was high or anything. I don't know if I was on weed. But yeah, I just my behavior was unacceptable. And so I guess the friendship ended. Because then she was told explicitly by her boyfriend not to talk to me at all. But then she messaged me a couple days later saying, "Oh, I'll still text you. I'll still text you. Like, I just don't know if I'm supposed to be talking to you." Which doesn't make any sense. If you're not supposed to be talking to me, then that means you can't be texting me. Because then she told me when she was in the party, "I'm not supposed to be talking to you." But she'll still text me. So what does that mean? Because her boyfriend doesn't want her texting me. So her boyfriend just doesn't like me, which I don't care. Why am I worried about that? I'm not worried about that. If her boyfriend doesn't like me, then who cares? Like, I don't give a shit. If she wants to text me, if she wants to text me, that's her decision. I'm not gonna tell her to give up her boyfriend just because she needs to be with me and talk to me. Because there ain't no way we're not dating. It's not gonna happen. Thing is, here's the thing. Most people online, most of the people I met online. Oh yeah, by the way, I don't like most of the people I meet online anyway. But yeah, most of the people online thought that me and Bree were quote unquote dating, which isn't true. We were never dating. We were never in a relationship. That never happened. So I mean, literally most people, I guess most of our friends thought that like, oh, you and Alpine are dating. That's cute. But then she had to tell him like, no, we're not dating. So there's that for that. That's what happened for that. So yeah, it just ended, I guess, very awkwardly or very abruptly. I don't know if I'm ever gonna earn her back. I don't know if we're ever gonna be friends. I don't know if we're gonna ever like rejuvenate our friendship ever again. Because I think this is basically it. This is the moment I fucked up. I don't think I can ever be forgiven for this specific situation. Because I don't even know, like, I don't even think what I was doing is wrong. Look, I was fucking tired, okay? I would have left if I was feeling that way, which I should have done. But it's not my, like, what have I done? So yeah, I mean, I guess the friendship is done. And we're no longer talking. We're not talking anymore. So, because there have been moments where she was feeling depressed and she came to me because she needs someone to talk to. I was always there for her. So now I feel like I'm being bit in the ass crack all because I didn't do shit. So I was always there. I was always trying to be there, even when she was depressed. I was trying to make her feel like okay. I showed that I care. Honestly, if anyone else said anything about her that I didn't want to hear, if the people that she was talking to or the people that are around her that she's saying a lot of messed up shit or just anything to just make her feel even more like shit, because she even went to me, she opened up to me and just said things that I mean, luckily I didn't get pissed off, but she was saying, "Oh, I'm just what everyone calls me," or "Oh, I'm just a loser," or "Oh, I'm just this and this and that," or "I'm just make problems for everyone and I'm the problem," or whatever she was saying. It was a lot of negative stuff, but the thing is, like, if you encounter people like that, you just gotta be silent and listen because you know they're going through something. You can't force them to change their whole mentality or their own like individualistic self because they can think however they want to think. If she wants to think negatively of herself, then she has to do it. I just I can't tell her, "Oh, you can't be thinking those things." But what I am going to say is it's the people that you were with that really screwed you up. Because even I would say is, look, listen, you're none of those things. You're nothing that you say you are. You have a lot of potential. I see good things in you. She even showed me her drawings for crying out loud. I didn't even know she was an artist. I didn't even know like she was good at drawing. Like the thing is like what I began to realize is that yes, she's good at other things besides gaming. Like that's not the only thing she's good at. I mean, that's probably the only thing I know. I mean, she's good at playing piano too. She knows a lot of music, a lot of songs, like more songs than I can even remember. Like she's able to remember like probably thousands of songs that I can't. I can't remember. Because there's something about me and her that felt special. Not because we were similar in any way, but because we both have natural gifts. That's what connect that's what formed the connection between me and her. Is that we both went through the same situations. We have different personalities, and pretty much all that goes to show is that, well, the only thing I would say that is different between me and her is that she has depression and I don't. I probably have a little bit mild depression, but that's about it. So yeah, that was the moment I began to realize that me and her had a connection. We had a special connection between us two. She's good at most of what I know, like drawing, music. I mean, not like this should be credited towards anyone, but like she's able to even remember a conversation for once. She's able to even like recall like I mean, she's able to listen better than I am because I'm a terrible listener. I got a little bit discouraged, but I did tell her like you're better at most things than I am. Like I'm not a good listener. I try. I'm not good at remembering shit. Well, she's not good at remembering shit either. She even vented to me to tell me like she even told me that she has a poor memory herself. But she's able to remember like the majority of like songs or whatever. She's able to remember like she says that she's not able to remember any she has a terrible memory, but you know what? I hear her go really deep into conversation with me about things that happened on the platform with her. And all I gotta say is that she has a better memory when it comes to something like that than I do. Because me, I'm very scatterbrained. Meaning like I just jump all over the place and don't get to the main point because I beat around a bush. But with her, I noticed that she just gets straight to the point. She's able to go into full on detail about what exactly happened between each situation that happened with her. Not something I'm able to remember. So, I mean, it's not really something I should probably give credit towards anyone, even her, whatever. But yeah, I mean, what do I have to offer? I mean, yeah, I'm a nice guy, I'm loyal and whatever, but I've been accused of being an asshole and a dick. But yeah, I mean, I don't know when we're gonna ever talk again. I mean, I don't know if she's ever gonna come back to me. Probably not. I would think so. I would think not. To be honest, I mean, look, I mean, shit happens. Shit happens for a reason, and you just gotta know, like, it's not worth dwelling on the past because the only thing you can do is move on. If anything, I think it was a good thing it ended because, I probably had a lot of individualistic issues, and I probably still do to this day. I'm not perfect. No one's perfect. She's not perfect. We all have stuff that we're going through. We all have things that we go through. It's just a matter of like whether or not we need to take a look into ourselves and just figure out what we need to improve on. That's all. But yeah, that was basically what happened, why what happened, why the friendship ended. So the reason why it is over is because of that given situation, which I'm pretty sure it's going to be for a very long time. I don't know if it's our friendship's completely over completely. Because I mean, why I'm saying, yeah, I am contradicting myself. You guys are probably thinking, so is the friendship over or is it like off? But then it's going to continue going on. So what is it? In the back of my mind, I'm thinking it is over because, oh, I laughed uncontrollably because I thought I thought in the back of my mind, like, oh, me and her are in a relationship when really we're not. So I guess that's the reason why. I I guess that's the reason why it's done. Why what's done is done. I mean, clearly, yeah. I think it's done for good. Unless whatever happens, she probably is going to go to someone else. But yeah. I'm trying to think of the last thing. Yeah, the last thing I'm going to be talking about is. I should be mentioning it, but just gonna be honest, let you guys know, I have mixed opinions when it comes to Christianity, and I know a lot of you guys are going to hate me on this and are probably going to unsubscribe. And I know a lot of you guys are going to be very pissed off. But if you're a Christian, I don't care. If you're a Christian, that's fine. Like, honestly, but you brace yourselves for what I'm gonna say. I just think it's a fucking fake. I just think it's a myth. Meaning, like, okay, well, Christianity itself isn't fake. I mean, yeah, it's real, but I don't believe in the existence of God, and I have reasons for it. There's different denominations of Christianity, but to tell you the truth, it's not easy, okay? It's not easy to be a Christian. It's not easy to live the lifestyle of a Christian, and I've given up. It's just not for me. Just because I don't believe, and yeah, I'm an atheist, by the way, just because I don't believe, it obviously doesn't give me the right to start making jokes about it. Because clearly there's people out there that do take offense to, and yeah, you see it on TV, you see it in fucking South Park, you see it everywhere. Doesn't mean it gives me the right to make jokes like that, like South Park does. So, or Family Guy even. All I'm going to say is I just think I just think it's too much work. Meaning, like, it's not only it's too much work, it's too much work to devote to one God because not only like you're I mean not only you're devoting to one God, but you have to spend a lot of time just reading scripture and you have to spend a lot of time just understanding the Bible. And for someone like me who's not able to remember anything, which isn't my fault. It's not my fault. I'm not able to remember I'm not able to remember certain things. I can remember certain like simple things, but not anything in abstract detail, like books or anything or a whole conversation. But really, it's just to be honest with you guys, and yeah, like if I do offend people here, I I'm sorry if I do, but I'm just gonna be getting right to the point. The point is, I don't believe in Christianity. I don't believe in Jesus. I don't even think God exists, and it shouldn't be a problem. I feel like a person can still be a good person, regardless if they believe in a religion or not. And the whole Bible's just confusing as fuck. It doesn't make any sense. Most of what's written in each and every single chapter in the New Testament, Old Testament doesn't make any sense. Because it's so wordy to the point where you read it and then you don't understand the meaning. Obviously, you have to be a Christian to understand it. But I'm not. So clearly, I won't get it. So, I don't know. I mean, look, if you believe in Christianity or whatever, that's fine. Simply, I have my own opinion. I just choose not to do it. I've tried doing it in the past, but the thing is, it's not easy. You have to make a lot of sacrifices in life. Honestly, I guess all I can say is that, well, I can't really say anything, but the truth be told is that I don't think that I should convert to a religion, and that's what happened because I met someone. I met someone who was trying to do that. He was trying to convert me to Christianity, and that pisses me off. First off, I don't want to believe in what you believe in. If you have something you believe in, that's fine. But don't get pissed off at me just because you think I'm quote unquote doing something wrong when clearly I'm not. First off, I can care less about the Bible. Why should I follow it if most of what's being said in it hard to follow? So, I mean, if anything, I'm sorry to say, but like you guys that get offended by stuff, by people making jokes about like the Lord and other prophets and everything, let's not even go to like, the devil and whatnot, because I don't want to talk about that. But yeah, I mean, dude, TV shows joke about that stuff. Yeah, it doesn't mean it gives you the right to do that. So, look, again, I mean, just because someone believes in something doesn't mean I have to go out and bash them for it. It's all about accepting people for who they are, and that's part of Christianity. So, again, this is my opinion. I'm not saying don't believe in it. I'm just saying, like, I have my own mixed opinions on it. And everyone's entitled to have their own opinion. That's literally, it's not just, it comes with anything, really. Everyone's going to have their own opinion about things. So that's pretty much, because that's all I have to say. I'm not saying like, oh, Christianity is fake. Well, I actually did say that, but, the reason why I say that is because I just think it's all in one person's head. And yes, YouTube can probably take this video down. But just understand that I have a hard time believing. That's all I gotta say. Again, like I said, if you believe in Christianity, that's fine. There's no harm done. You're allowed to believe in whatever you want to believe in. Just because someone is different doesn't mean they have to. It doesn't give the person the right to treat them any differently. Everyone should be accepted for who they are. First and foremost, I mean, if what sounds like me not being loyal is me saying something like, "Oh, you're a Christian. Oh, you don't belong here." Now that's just discrimination. Just because someone's different, that's like saying, "Oh, blacks and whites don't belong together," which sounds kind of racist. So, again, at the end of the day, it's all about accepting people for who they are. It's not just blacks and whites. It's everyone of all races. We're all accepted. So, and you're probably thinking, what does it have to do with Christianity? It has everything to do with it. If you're a Christian and someone who's not a Christian tells you that they shouldn't believe in God or Jesus, then yeah, it's going to piss them off. Maybe not every single Christian, but what I've learned is that not every Christian gets offended not every Christian gets offended just for someone saying that they don't believe in Jesus. That's fine. Like, apparently some Christians do get offended by that. And some do, see that, oh, that's a problem. Oh, you're going to hell. Just give me a break, dude. Just give me... Again, it doesn't make any sense. If you believe in what you're believing, then go right ahead. What's stopping you? So, and I was friends with this guy since culinary program. And yeah, like I even told him about my music and everything, and he said, "Oh, like then who you were serving?" And I'm like, "Serving what?" And he was asking me like, "Then who do you believe in?" And I'm like, "I don't believe in anyone." And so that's a problem because apparently, like, I need to, like, me not believing in God is wrong. Like, again, like, I'm just, I'm not ready for something like that. So, I mean, maybe I am wrong. Maybe what I'm saying is ignorant. What I'm saying is me sounding ignorant. I can't, I could probably be ignorant as to what I'm saying right now. So, I mean, again, YouTube's probably going to go after me and probably take this video down. So that's all I have to say. I guess that's all I have to say this entire podcast. Other than that, I got this person off my back and I no longer talk to him. And so, like, I don't like being judged for anything. And I don't need to be lectured on Christianity. I don't need to be lectured on why I'm insulting the Lord. Thanks. Again, it's me being real. If y'all don't like what I'm saying up to this point, then click off. That's all I gotta say. Thank you guys for watching. This has been like an hour. This is good enough time to stop. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next episode. If I don't even know like what I'm gonna make it about. Probably not about the same thing. I'm probably gonna be delving into other topics like gaming and maybe like just other stuff I'm thinking about in general. But I just had to get this off my chest. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.